Alright guys, let's put into context that previous video that I made talking about the importance and the number one threat to our civilization, to us right now, is AI, robots, and special interests going after our women. What does this really mean? What it means is, with the advanced technology that we've seen, and again, I'm stressing this, so important, it's so important to stress this. We're not talking about chatbot GPT 3 and 4, which are basically child's play, toys, nothing like that, or DALL-E, whatever, the one that makes images. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about advanced AI, because if we have access, as I've explained so many times, to chatbot GPT 3 and 4, which are basically toys, the government special interests have maybe level chatbot GPT 11. People inside Google and people inside of other places, they're messing around with chatbot GPT 11, 12, and if you guys see the latest podcast from one of the guys who basically quit Google because he didn't like the way that it was going, and you see some of the stuff that's being created by Boston Dynamics and stuff like that. Again, technology like that, there's only a certain level. As men, I'm not calling myself an alpha male, but as alpha males, because as a man, I can't really describe what is a woman, right? We had that conversation. There was a video that was brought out. What is a woman, right? Everybody knows about that video. Anyway, I can't tell you what a woman is. I can tell you what a man is. Or at the very least, I can tell you what a man is not. We have to be very careful, because no matter how strong, right? If we, as men, compete against other men, right? We can find our way to be smarter, better, taller, wider, and all that stuff. Eventually, there's a point where men against men, we can find a way to do things and stuff. But what if the threat is artificial intelligence and robotics? We're facing things that are going to be more intelligent than us, faster than us, stronger than us. There's only going to be a certain point. We're going to reach a certain point where AI and robots will outdo us in everything. So how do we protect our women at that point? We can't. And remember, guys, as I said before, the number one thing that will lead the human civilization to our deaths is the destruction of women. Without women, you cannot have a civilization. It's just basically, you just look at nature and you'll see the same thing. Without the female of the species, the civilization just does not continue. You can see the civilization of ants, bees, and all that stuff. Without the queen, there is no civilization. You take out the queen, the entire colony goes down. So how confident do you feel as an alpha male to say that forever you will be able to protect our women from the powers that be, special interests, AI and robotics, that are going to be so advanced? And again, this Google guy explains that right now we can still control AI because, again, and I said it's so many different times, chatbot GPT is a toy. What we're talking about is AI that is chatbot GPT 11 and beyond, who is already, in just a few years, will be way smarter than the most intelligent person. The person with the highest IQ on planet Earth will be nothing compared to this machine. So we can still control and save our women from this existential threat as strong alpha males, only for a limited time. After that, we will have to have trained the Terminator to fight on our behalf, right? Whether we want to believe it or not, we will at some point have to submit to the machines and say, look, hopefully the machines that we control have the interest of women and our civilization at its best interest as opposed to the opposite, which is the complete annihilation of our women, which inevitably means the extinction of humanity as a race and as a species. So it's just basic logic at the, at the most important level. It's basic logic. But anyway, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Also because we are at a crossroads. I've been saying this for a while now. We're at crossroads here. We either train the Terminator, and we need to detach ourselves from greed and all that stuff, and we need to really think about what we are teaching this AI. What are we teaching it? Are we teaching it the worst of ourselves, or are we teaching it the best of ourselves? Have we completely lost track? And again, we see this in so many different aspects of our lives right now. People can't even tell if they are a man, if they are a woman, what their belief systems. Everything is out of control. And again, as I said before, I have the utmost respect for anybody going through whatever they're going through. But at the same time, we cannot have our women annihilated. We just cannot, because civilization crumbles under that. So